My last video was about the best Prebuilt PCs overall for the month of December 2022. This video will be about the best budget Prebuilt PCs for this month. So every single PC here is going to be under $1,000. We are going to go from 500 bucks all the way up to 1,000. So if your budget is between those prices, I recommend you sticking until the end of the video because I will show you some pretty good deals. However, maybe we get better deals for Christmas, so if you want to wait for those Christmas deals, hit that bell button so you get notified for those type of videos. That said, let's start. With the first one, we have one from Amazon, the HP Pavilion Gaming PC. This one has the Ryzen 5 5600G with the RX 5500 for the GPU. If you don't know anything about computers, basically means that it's a 1080p low-end gaming desktop. I believe this is a really good starter PC. If you've never had one and you're on a tight budget, you will be able to run games at 60 plus FPS on average, 1080p, depending on the settings and depending on the game. But this is a great PC for games like Fortnite, Valorant, Minecraft, Roblox, and all those type of games. And of course, you can even run games like GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2. For 530 bucks, I think that it's a deal that is really hard to beat. The only thing that I do not like about this system is that you get 8 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of SSD. I do recommend you upgrading those components down the line. Don't worry, this is not something that you must do right now, but if you have the budget to do those upgrades, then you will get not only a gaming performance but also more storage for future games. With the second one, we have the CyberPower PC Extreme VR gaming desktop. This one is $700 and it comes with the i5 11400F and the RTX 3050. Once again, you get one stick of 8 gigs of RAM, so I do recommend you upgrading that if you can, and then you get 500 gigs of SSD, so you get more storage than the last one and a much better gaming performance. And on top of that, you get a system that is upgradable down the line. If you want to change anything inside of the system, you will be able to do that because this is a system integrator, and because you get the RTX 3050, there's no game that you can't run at 1080p 60 plus FPS on average, even for the high demanding titles. But if you want to see an extra performance, especially for the high demanding RAM video games, definitely upgrade that RAM. You also get a front mesh panel, 3 RGB fans in the front, you get decent airflow, so for $700 I think this is a pretty solid deal. Now for 70 extra bucks, you can get the same CyberPower PC, same components, but you get the RTX 2060 instead, which is better than the 3050. The 3050, it's around a 14% slower when it comes to gaming performance, so if you want more FPS at 1080p, for just 70 bucks of difference, getting this one might be the best option, especially if you end up upgrading the RAM like I previously mentioned. You will also have a white variant, which is not the same PC, but it's going to give you a pretty solid performance with a better CPU, down below in the video description alongside all of these systems. For $900, you can get this Skytech Nebula on Amazon once again, or you can get it on their website, but I think on their website it's $100 more expensive for 1,000 bucks, and I will explain on why maybe you want to get it from the website instead of Amazon, even though it's $100 cheaper, but I will explain that in a second. You get the i5 12400F, so basically this is a better CPU than all of the previously mentioned CPUs on this video, and then you get the RTX 3050, 1TB of SSD, 16 gigs of RAM at 3200MHz DDR4 memory, a 600W 80 plus gold power supply, and a beautiful case with a front mesh panel. I think this is the best overall system of this video so far, even though you don't get the best gaming performance because you get the 3050 instead of, let's say, the 2060, but here you don't have to upgrade anything. You get that terabyte of NVMe SSD, 16 gigs of RAM already. This is upgradable over time, and you get the best CPU, so I really believe that this is a really well put together system at this price point. Now, like I said before, you can get it as well on the Skytech website for $1,000, but maybe you want to get it from the Skytech website because of the customer support. They have a great customer support, and if anything happens to your gaming desktop, I've heard great stories from Skytech. So if you want that customer support and it's really important to you, then spending those extra 100 might be worth it. But if you want to save that money, which is totally understandable, and get it from Amazon, go ahead and do it. Amazon is also the best selling company in the world, so it's not like you're running a risk. But if you get it from their website, you're getting it directly from the people that make these PCs. And with the best one, in my opinion, we have the Victus 15L. I do mention this PC a lot, and I mentioned it in my previous video, another model, and it's not on sale anymore. So here it is, a similar one to the last video that is still on sale. For $1,000, you get the Ryzen 7 5700G and the RX 6600 XT. You also get 16 gigs of RAM, 1TB of hard drive, and 500 gigs of SSD. So just like the last one, no need for any upgrade on this particular system, you just have to plug and play. And this is a much better system than the Skytech one in terms of performance, because you get the 6600 XT instead of the 3050, and if you don't understand anything about computers, basically you're getting a 35% faster GPU, meaning that you will have much more FPS basically in every single game, and also you can play games at 1440p with the 6600 XT, where with the 3050, 1440p is definitely not recommended. So if you want the best performance, the highest FPS, then get the big tooth one, but if you want the Skytech customer support and you want a system integrator, you want to change a bunch of things inside of the system down the line, then maybe the one with the 3050 makes more sense. You also get the NVIDIA encoder, meaning that you get DLSS, ray tracing, even though ray tracing sucks for the 3050, but you get those things that might be valuable to you, and I get it. But if you want the best gaming performance, then definitely the Big Tooth 15L. For the same price of the Skytech one on their website, you are getting around a 40% faster gaming performance, which is insane. Now, if you got value out of this video, leave a like and subscribe, but most importantly, hit that bell button so you get notified when I upload this type of content, which I do from 3 to 5 times a week. And make sure to stay tuned for those Christmas deals coming really soon. And even if you want a PC build, I have a bunch of videos of PC builds. I will make another PC build full guide for Christmas. That's why it's really important for you to stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for your support, and if your budget is above $1,000, you can either go to the description, you will have plenty of PCs there, or you can watch my last video about the best overall Prebuilt PCs for the month of December 2022. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for your support, and I will see you on the next one.